Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of Misunderstood. Thank you so much for all the love and feedback I got from the last two videos. This was on purpose and on how to start believing in yourself. I would like to say that I am so grateful that this channel is fulfilling its purpose, because all of you guys who reach out and share where your journey is or what you're going through in certain areas, it's encouraging that it's not a one-man show. And so I'm so happy, and I hope that moving forward all the videos that we share shall be of great support to you. In this journey called life, it's so hard to go through it on your own, and there's so many things that we don't understand, and that's why this platform exists, to bring some understanding into areas that you feel are, I don't know whether to say difficult to understand or have been given the wrong attention, or even in your life you're going through them and you're wondering what the actual heck. So this is why this platform exists. Today's episode is one that I feel, when I was getting ready, I was like, I have finally caught myself, because this episode is about something that I've struggled with, something that I'm struggling with, and an area in my life that I feel many of you are going through. And many of you guys have vented online, and I have seen it, and that's why I thought it was so relevant. So today we're going to be talking about toxic behavior. These affect you in your friendships, these affect you in your corporate world, these affect you in your school life, these affect you in your relationships. Anywhere there are people, these traits are so difficult to ignore. And I just want to say that even as I share with you some of these traits and some of these behaviors, I want you to also realize that toxic traits and behaviors are not always in other people, but also in ourselves. And so as we go through these traits and behaviors, please check yourself also and say, guy, that's me. And as I was writing them down and preparing, I found so many traits that I know I thought are good behaviors, but I didn't know that they can also affect people negatively. So let's dive on in. Now, toxic behavior is not a disability, right? It is the weaknesses that we give a lot of audience to in certain people. So many guys say, this is my personality, this is just who I am. Me, I'm like this. When I enter a place, I'm this way. Or I like to be in charge, I'm very dominating. And those are good traits, but they become toxic when they affect other people negatively. And so some of these traits, are you ready for the first one? The first one is that this trait is called the narcissist. This person believes that I must always matter. It's always about themselves. In a group of friends, you find that this is a person who always wants to be the focus of attention. The examples are always that they are always right, everybody is wrong. These people have a tendency of making you feel insignificant and always making you feel smaller. The narcissist is a dangerous trait, because this person must always be the hero in every story, in every conversation. Now, this trait is so common because there are people who think that it's okay to be the achiever, it's okay, all those things are good. It's okay to be the achiever, it's okay to be the one who goes ahead of the team, it's okay for everything to go that way. But there's a problem when every time you gather with people, it always is about your achievements and your success. The toxic trait there is that you are not inclusive. So if you suffer from narcissism, please check yourself, because you're wrecking the whole definition of the term relationship, because they're not relating. People are observing and are thinking, oh wow, there she goes, she's talking, okay, it's just going to be about her. Don't do that. It's not a very good trait. The next trait is the controller. Now, this one, when I was writing and preparing, let me tell you, this one is Nyawira's biggest challenge, and this is where I rub off my toxicity, because this trait tends to believe that they must always be in control. They must always be the one in charge. And what I learned was, when you have this personality, believe it or not, you make people feel like their say doesn't matter. In rooms you walk in and people start to feel like, oh man, everything we're about to say is going to be undone because Nyawira is going to question. Now, the controlling personality is not, let's not get it twisted, this is not somebody who likes order. This is somebody who thinks when they are not in control, there is no order. And that's such a dangerous thing, because this trait affects the power of teamwork. And teamwork is not just in the corporate space or in working, even or schoolwork. Teamwork actually also includes simple things like planning your friend's birthday party, and you realize every other concept is fake until you're the one doing it. Now, this trait is really bad, because it makes everybody else insignificant, and that's such a dangerous thing. If anything in life that I've learned, and also sometimes the hard way because of what I've put people through and what I've been put through, is that the moment you make somebody feel irrelevant, you kind of make them feel like they're worthless, and that can make them question their entire reason of being. So all the controllers, you may attend, let's meet and let's do a little checking of ourselves, right? The next trait is the drama magnet. Oh my goodness. This one I can tell you for sure. We love to have them around us because they always are the ones with the tea and the motion and the what's happening. But let me tell you why it's a toxic trait. It's because this person thrives only in gossip. This is the person, when you're sitting down and having a meaningful conversation with somebody, they are always looking to give you the tea about somebody. They never edify without taking away from other people. Now this trait is dangerous because this person will always set you up for drama because their life must function around drama. This is the person who you're just chilling, having a good time, sipping on your tea, eating your ndoma, minding your business, and then suddenly there is so much drama all around you. This is such a dangerous trait because it masks in the form of entertaining, the entertainer. But let me tell you why it's dangerous. Is that when you have this trait, people begin to start to think that nothing good can come out of you because every time given the chance you just start it's everybody else's story. And why that's also a dangerous thing is that people necessarily are not able to trust you because they think that with every information they give you, it will be a basis of giving other people more information, because who you are in one space more than likely replicates in others. So this is the gossip. This is the one who is the drama magnet. If that's you, please, let's just refrain. It's work in progress, and for all the traits, it's work in progress, but start to cut it off slowly by slowly. And I mean, the common proverb that we all say, our grandmother told us, is if you have nothing good to say, don't say anything at all. So that's a trait that we must stop. The other trait that is so dangerous is the energy vampire. Oh my God. This is the person who, when you're around, it's like their sole agenda is to take away from you. They are interested in draining all the good energy that you have. They're the ones who come into a space and you feel like it's become darker and it's about to start raining. There's never sunshine around them. They drain you and drain you and drain you. And how they drain is very, very dangerous because they drain you in form of painful, negative, and brutal criticism. You never feel like they're actually correcting you so that they can help you. And it's never in out of love. It's a nothing you ever do is ever right. Now that trait is so dangerous because they make everybody feel like you, by the way, you're nothing. You're not an achiever. Yani, you're nothing. Oh my goodness, that personality trait is so dangerous because it makes everybody start to feel like every time you're around them, their inadequacies come alive. Now that's a very dangerous thing. Please, if that's you, or if that's you, or if you know somebody like that, please think about that person quickly, because even as we get later into the video, we're going to be discussing how to fix these traits and how to protect yourself from them, right? The other trait is the liar, pants on fire. This is the one I call the Pinocchio. Is that around you, the only thing they do so well and so naturally is that they know how to lie. I'm telling you, they lie out of their nose, out of their teeth. I'm telling you, if they were to sit down for 2 minutes, they can give you a lie that you've never heard. And why this is a dangerous trait is because we simply can't believe you. Nothing you say can quantify to anything. That's a very toxic person, because now if you're around them for long, you start to realize if they give you so many lies, more than likely they are taking in your information and then they can go cook it and then share it with somebody else. That's such a toxic trait, right? And so we must fix it. So if you're liar, pants on fire, unacceptable, right? The last trait is the green-eyed person. This is the person who lives off of envy and jealousy. This trait is so dangerous because it masks itself in such different ways. The green-eyed person will never celebrate your good. They'll never celebrate your achievements. Those things that you're always saying, oh my God, my small win. There's no such thing in their lives. To them, you're just Yani, you're never doing it right. It's always a problem. And this person, let me tell you how this trait manifests. This trait manifests in everything you do, they question. They never celebrate you. Let me just make that like a huge disclaimer. This toxicity is not in questioning. Toxicity is when you question all the time and you never celebrate. It's like they never see the good that you're doing. That's such a dangerous thing, because that person lives off of judging you and being very judgmental. And so that's such a dangerous trait. So if you're doing a checklist, here are the traits that you must check. 1, are you a narcissist? Is it always about you? Are you a narcissist? Are you a gossip? Right? This is the drama queen, the drama-filled person, drama queen, king, whoever you are. All hail the drama person. If that's you and you just want to always be around drama and gossip, they fuel you, fix that. The other person is that, are you a controller? Does it always have to be the way you want it? Are you a liar? Are you a Pinocchio? Where are you? Pinocchio? Pinocchio is that not the big nose? Yes, Pinocchio. Are you that person? Are you a green-eyed person? Are you always so jealous and envious of people? And finally, are you the energy vampire? Do you drain people of their energy every single time? Now, these traits are so easy for us to say, guy, me, I know Nani, that's her. It's so easy to say that this is who that person is. But sometimes the truth of the matter is, just as I was saying earlier, you must also ask yourself, who are you and what toxic trait do you carry? Because more than likely, I can tell you for free, in a group of 10 people, more than likely everybody there has a toxic trait. But sometimes we like to make it look like everybody else has and we don't have, and that's not being honest. So ask yourself, what trait do I have? And if you have any of them, I'm not going to tell you how we're going to fix those traits. Now, toxicity, as the word explains, is not about you being evil as a person. You are unfixable, and there's no such thing under the sun. All things are able to be fixed. And this is why I think if we have such conversations, we can be able to help people more and more understand that it's not a bad thing to stop and evaluate and realize, oh my God, that's me and I need to fix it. And so the first way you're going to fix toxicity is number one, highlight it. Speak about it, right? Highlight the fact that, and I want to say highlight with wisdom, right? And many of you guys have heard this phrase. It sounds like a cliche thing, but when you realize somebody has a toxic trait, more than likely you don't want to respond. Don't want to react to them. Like, don't go shouting and tell them, oh my God, you're just a controller. Even Misunderstood said you're a controller. You're just a controller. You like things your way. That doesn't help them. The natural way of dealing with conflict is actually being very responsive. Is that you sit down in a calm space, tell the person, by the way, in this and this area, I felt like you did this and this and this. More than likely, people don't know that they're toxic, because if they did, I don't think they would be going telling the world, oh my God, I'm toxic and I love it. No, it means this is an area in their lives that is an insecurity or is a problem for them. So don't be very hostile. Extend grace. The other way to handle it is number 2. Have and place and state genuine boundaries. And I keep on saying it, like in every video, this is a very protective way, is that a boundary is not telling people, it's not cutting people off. And this is me preaching to myself. A boundary is saying, to this extent, I'll let you come towards me. But if you go any closer, by there, you're not welcome past here. And that's very important. It's because it allows you to realize, I know that Nyawira, for example, is an energy vampire, right? And every time I'm around her, she'll just talk badly at me, she'll criticize me, and so on and so forth. And because I know Nyawira is like that, I will make sure that Nyawira, every time I'm with her, I don't necessarily expect her to celebrate my wins. So also that tells you that you don't always have to tell everybody everything, because those boundaries define who to tell, who to confide in, and how to do it, right? And that's very necessary. The third thing that you need to do is that you need to evaluate also yourself. Why are these negative traits and toxic traits being projected on you so loudly? You know, sometimes we want to make it look like Njoro is so bad for talking to me and talking about me that way or treating me that way. But more than likely, some of the instances that we put ourselves in, they make them feel like they are comfortable to do those things. And it seems like I'm repeating what boundaries are, but it's the truth. It's that sometimes you need to stop exposing yourself to situations where you expect a certain reaction. I'm learning in life right now that the best way to have friendships, relationships, or even just mere acquaintance agreements is to have zero expectation, so that when anything comes out of people, I have nothing to hold against you, right? And the final way to evaluate, to help yourself or to fix yourself or protect yourself against these toxic traits is learn to have honest and candid conversations with people. And honest and candid conversations is stating where you feel you've been hurt and allowing them to receive that information and to process it as they would, not the way you would want them to process it. And this one has hurt me. It has hurt me so many times. In fact, it reached a point where I said, from now on, I will not even be having kind of conversations with you. I'll just be going, I cut you off, I just go quiet, I go mute. And it's cost me some really good friends. And I think it's a good place to say I apologize for everybody that I've done this to because of my failure to confront certain situations. So I don't think there is anything that is not fixable. And I don't think friendships and relationships are worth killing because of a toxic trait. There's no such thing as a great person or a good person 100%. And if you're willing to be in a relationship, be it a friendship, be it an intimate relationship with somebody, you must also accept that their undoings and their shortcomings are also part of what you signed up for. Don't cut them off. Learn to work with them. And I hope that this video helps you in relating with human beings and not just your friends and relationships. It's just for you to understand that even as you are seeking to spot toxic traits in other people, learn that also you have those toxic traits, and the only way to help people and protect them even from you is to understand who you are and what you bring to the table. This episode was a lot of fun because as I prepared, as I shared earlier, it made me realize, woo, I also have a lot of working to do. But I'd like to know, what do you think your toxic trait is? And I'd really be against people coming to the comment section and trolling each other and saying, "Guy, Maggie, come and see. Nyawira is saying you're a narcissist." No. I'd like to know whether you've learned anything about yourself. And if this video is of any help to you, please make sure you share it. Tell the world about it. Subscribe. We're really growing as a community, and I'm so excited. And I hope that this video will edify you and will push you to have conversations with people about things that are necessarily awkward to have conversations about, but necessary. So until next time, have an amazing week, and may you know that you are great in every way. Have a lovely time. I love you all. Bye.